Hello friends! Being able to drive a car usually makes one's life easier and more comfortable. People like to feel the speed, power, and sense of freedom that a car provides. However, you shouldn't forget about all the accidents that happen on the road every day. In today's video, you'll get to see some incredible incidents on the road, which luckily got caught on camera. This footage was made in Vietnam. This sweet woman seems to have all of her belongings with her. To transport watermelons, you have to think like a watermelon. In fact, you have to look like one too. That's a much easier way to choose the perfect watermelon. What do you think happened here? That awkward moment when a wild boar decides to race you on the road. Maybe the wild boar would be better off fighting an ostrich. This guy was probably looking for an incredible adventure. Fortunately, the other participant in this conflict turned out to be more reasonable. This is what the safest parking space looks like. The traffic rules apply to drivers of all types of transport and even cyclists, but this person decided to ignore them. This is what level 80 protection looks like for a creative driver. This must be some kind of an enchanted section of the road. You should be very precise when making a wish, or the universe might misinterpret it. This truck's driver must have spent many hours behind the wheel. I can't think of another justification for this kind of behavior. This driver must enjoy being a pioneer, which is probably why he decided to drive on the fresh pavement. Do-it-yourself car from scrap. Assembling this car could have made for a very interesting video. And this driver probably fell asleep at the wheel. When you think that it's just a puddle, but the issue turns out to be much deeper. I never thought that owning a Lamborghini could be so stressful. Surprisingly, even ducks are more disciplined than some pedestrians. At first, it might seem that the driver passed out at the wheel, but the fact is, there's no driver at all. That's one impromptu sandbox. The kids would be delighted. Why wait for the driver to get their car out of the parking space when you can take care of it all by yourself? Small car, big ambitions. This truck driver should think about taking up bowling. I think he'd only ever get strikes. This man driving the truck obviously doesn't like deer. I hope this car was insured. Watching such footage always makes me wonder, what was the driver thinking? Even if this car falls a couple more times, I don't think anyone will notice. Great place to sit down and take a breath. And here's a Transformer robot car. I think many of us had one when we were little, although it was much smaller. What an unusual design! It looks very strange and more like a house on wheels. You probably didn't know this, but there's an Uber for peacocks. And for chimpanzees too. It's so cool when even older people keep up with the times. Only a couple of meters were left between these drivers and certain death, but fortunately, no one was hurt. This is definitely the most unusual car I have ever seen. This is exactly the kind of road that drivers see in their nightmares. The size of this truck was somewhat underestimated, but the fireworks look cool. These guys decided to surprise the other drivers on the road. I'm pretty sure they succeeded. The way this pedestrian looks could easily cause some drivers to lose control of their vehicle. That's one unlucky motorcycle owner. And these cars seem to have nothing against getting a free car wash. Not the best place for dancing, but the driver of this vehicle doesn't seem to think so. Hey Cinderella, you seem to have lost your shoe. Oh, the Christmas miracle didn't happen this time. If you love the ride, be ready to put in the work. It looks like overkill. Nothing is impossible for this driver. I love it when pedestrians slowly cross the road while chatting on the phone. Friends, that's all for today. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.